Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Slikk. I'm back again with another video, and in this one, we're going to be talking about the potential release date of Spider-Man PS4. I will warn you, some of you are going to look at what I'm about to show you, and you're going to say, that's fucking stupid, that's bullshit, that's not true, that's not, whatever, or you're looking too far into it, or that sort of thing. I will say that when I first saw this, that is exactly what I thought. When somebody tweeted this at me, I was like, I think you're reaching, man. I think you're reaching a little bit hard. And then I started thinking about it more and more, and the way in which this little teaser, maybe Easter egg, whatever you want to call it, is positioned in the most recent PlayStation 4 Pro gameplay. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about right here. So basically, this guy named Benjamin tweeted at me, and he tweeted me this picture, a little screenshot. So basically, this guy named Benjamin tweeted this picture at me, and it's just a screenshot from the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 PS Pro most recent gameplay. And in the description below, I'll actually link the video where I reacted to this pretty short clip from Spider-Man PS4. But anyhow, most of that video is comprised of just general discussion about Spider-Man PS4. But in the video, if you watch it, you will notice, and I noticed going back to watch it, that I even pointed this out as the camera is panning from the street level all the way up to Spider-Man up on the rooftops above. Second video.
Spider-Man game developed by Insomniac and announced at E3 this year.
Spring Street.
The detail of the city is
because it is, for a few seconds, the sort of the star of the frame. It's front and center, and it's meant to be seen, and without a shadow of a doubt, this street sign that you're about to see is indeed intentional. Whether it's vindicative of, like, oh, this is when the release window is going to be, you will see here that on the actual street sign, it does say Spring Street. And once again, I noticed this when I did my reaction, because it is so non-discreetly placed, right? It's definitely intentional. And it may just be them trying to throw us off, but Benjamin here is asserting that it is a tease of when we're actually going to be getting the game in a release window. Now, I certainly would have speculated the game would be coming out in summer 2017 at the earliest, just to correspond with the release of Spider-Man Homecoming. Even though the game has nothing to do with the film, it certainly is marketing gold to have those correspond with one another. But for those of you that know anything about New York City, of course, the streets are, in 1st Street, 2nd Street, 3rd Street, like, that sort of system generally for most of them. And the fact that they would pick Spring Street out of all of them to choose, it definitely is not an accident. You can't say that it is, that it's a coincidence that spring just so happens to be a season in the year. It definitely seems like a very heavy-handed Easter egg or teaser or that sort of thing. And once again, I'm not saying that there's a 100% guarantee the game's going to come out in spring of 2017. I totally can't get behind that. But what I can get behind, Benjamin's saying here, is that it's a tease, and it's maybe a foreshadow of when we're going to be getting the game, because we already have complete gameplay, right? The game's been in development for long over a year now at this point, and once again, we already have full, in-game gameplay trailer. The trailer that we got, contrary to most trailers, like the Arkham Knight trailer, for example, I'll take that for instance, was fully CGI. There's nothing in-engine about that, whereas the very first trailer that we got for this game, the very first one, is actually just recording clips of, the gameplay. It's screen capping the actual game, as opposed to, once again, just rendering a CGI trailer. And when the CGI trailer for Arkham Knight came out, they might have had a little bit of gameplay, but large in part, they were still working on it. On the contrary to this game, where the first trailer that we got, this game was under wraps for a very long time, and the very first trailer that we got is already a long way into development into the game. So I think at the very latest, we're going to get it towards the end of 2017, but I think what Insomniac is teasing here is that maybe best case scenario, we're going to get the game in spring of 2017. That's their, like, ambitious goal, right? But realistically, what we're probably going to get is summer 2017 to correspond to the film. But it maybe is a sign that they are on track, maybe ahead of schedule, and they could totally see the game coming out in spring of 2017. Hopefully, this is not a tease to the game's not going to come out till spring of 2018. And once again, if the game doesn't come out in spring of 2017, I'm not going to say, like, oh, they misled us or anything like that, because I might have mentioned this is my second take of this commentary, but every game gets freaking delayed these days. Like, every single one, especially if an open world. If there's an open world involved, forget it. The game's delayed at least 6 months at some point, you know what I mean? Not really, but a lot of games do get delayed. But anyway, guys, I hope you all have enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. I warned you, some of you are going to be like, oh, that's stupid, that's reaching, you're reaching, man. But I don't know, I thought that as well, and I started thinking about it a little bit more, and why would they pick Spring Street? Of all the other streets, it's not even like a good street name. It definitely seems like a heavy-handed sort of Easter egg or intentionally placed teaser. So we're going to see if that comes to fruition or not, and we're going to see in the next few months, I think, where we're really going to get a gauge of where Insomniac is with this game. They've been tweeting about it a lot recently, so I recommend following them on Twitter, and, they follow me. What can I say? You know what I'm saying? Okay, anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up. My name is Slikk. We'll see you in the next one.